Now, before we actually go through it, though, let's pull out all these extra little bits.
We've got goodies, yes.
So the kit, we went for a kit because you can buy all these things individually.
You can, but we didn't know necessarily what all to buy, so we thought it would be nice to go to an expert who said, here's everything you need. And then we just bought that from him.
Yeah, this removes a lot of the guesswork, a lot of the thinking, and we like that. So it comes with a lot of things already in it. These things were in the box. These were all in the kit.
These were actually in the wine kit. So you have the winemaking kit, and then you have the actual wine kit.
Yep.
So all of those packets went.
There's the yeast.
That actually came in the wine kit.
So what came in the bucket is basically a bag of corks. It came with the hose that you need for siphoning when you're going to siphon it from here to the carboy or from there to the bottle.
Regular corks, by the way. It's actually cork wood. It's not the plastic ones.
Yes, I like cork.
Just, makes it even just sound fancy. Because when you say, hey, let's go unscrew another bottle of, wine, it's just...
It came with this, which is for filling, I think they call it the fill straw, which basically has a spring on the top of it, or bottom of it, for filling your bottles of wine. It came with this siphoning cane.
That goes with the little orange thing, doesn't it? Yes.
It came with this weird looking udder thing.
Because technically you use this to go into here so you can actually pull the wine out into the bottles. Same thing with here to here.
Right, and then this is going to go on there to protect everything. Then it came with, I don't remember the name of this thing.
That was the plug. Hang on, there's a name for it over here. But essentially there was here, let's get the lid. The lid actually has this nifty neat little hole in it right there, and it fits this perfectly because this has got a little stopper here. But the idea is that you don't want air coming and going, but you don't necessarily want it totally sealed. So they have this clever little contraption that's technically is the same thing I remember on my toilet, where you got the little water trap. My sink's got it too. So obviously they use the same concept for winemaking.
Winemaking, yeah, toilets.
It's the same thing.
But as this ferments, it's going to create gases, and those gases need to escape. But we don't want air going in because we want to protect the whole thing from bacteria, because bacteria will taint the process and change the flavor of our wine. So these will be filled with water, and the gases will escape here.
Did it have a name for it?
I'm sure it does. We'll have to look it up. But the idea is, this is high school chemistry where you've got you're exchanging gases, and then it comes with this hydrometer, which basically the hydrometer is a way of being able to take a sample of the wine and then be able to tell whether or not it's ready. That's the simple example or explanation of it. You really, when the wine is ready, it will tell you, and we'll film that part when we get to it. But basically, if I can get the thing out of here, you've got a
airlock.
It's
an airlock.
Simple enough, wasn't it?
Of course, one of these is a wine thief, so I'm not sure which one's the wine thief. But they actually call it a wine thief.
Huh.
I'm betting this is the wine thief.
I bet that's the wine thief. So on the hydrometer, what it does is it's basically just a kind of a floating instrument that tells you if the wine is at the right density or not.
And they actually have densities on here that when you first put the juice in, it should measure something along the lines of 1.070. Okay.
Well, and it's all here on the...
Mentions it right there.
It's all here on the hydrometer. It's already laid out for you. There's really not a whole lot of thinking required. If you want to go back and...
Yes, they have an instruction manual.
Find out what those values mean. You certainly can look that up, but it's not required in order to get the process done.
Winemaking by numbers. I like it.
It also comes with the agent that you mix up in water to sterilize everything. So
this was actually something that we were wondering about, because you basically have to clean these with good soap type stuff, cleanser, and then you sanitize. It's actually 2 steps. You're not just cleaning it out and then you're done. You actually have to clean it, and we actually got some specific cleaner. What was the ingredients?
Be Bright. We bought Be Bright.
Well, Be Bright, but that's what he had. But technically, it's sodium percarbonate, sodium carbonate with some silicic acid and sodium salt. Good stuff.
Don't hate yourself.
Yeah, it is. Be Bright. Yeah, right. We're gonna go for there. But basically, you clean everything with this, and then you take the sodium metabisulfate and sanitize everything. Well, originally the packets here came with a little bit of it, but it was for a totally different reason. It's part of the actual winemaking kit because you actually do kill the yeast at some point, and that's what it's for. But you don't want any extra yeast or bacteria on the stuff, so you get the good supply here, which, you know, our wonderful homebrew expert basically gave it to us.
Yeah, that was supplied with the kit, and of course you can't read this from here, but the whole kit came with an inventory list so that we would know everything that we had in it. Now, the last thing is the corker, which goes with the corks.
Yes, goes with the corks. So,
so that you can cork your bottles when you're done. And the only thing that we bought extra apart from the juice, the bottle here, and the kit was that Be Bright, which was the cleanser, because as we were told, cleaning and sanitizing are two different things. So we wanted something that was like the cleanser. So we went ahead and bought that, but it was like $3, so it wasn't a big deal.
Yes.
So there you go.
Smashing it in there. Yes, technically, the wonderful homebrew specialist basically told us, he goes, well, all you really need is, and we went, no, thank you very much, we'll buy this.
Ooh, homebrew specialist, that's nice.
Well, it's a good title, isn't it?
It's very nice.
I mean, it's $2.99, again. Is, you know,
I had dude in the store in my head. So.
Well, he was being nice and telling us, well, you can really go over here for $2 and get it. And I'm thinking, you know, for $2.99, you have it right here. Thank you very much. Yeah. So he was being very nice and very honest, but I wasn't even going to touch it and go anywhere else because what he had works.
So this is the inventory of all the stuff that you need. It's not very much when you break it down. It's a few items, and everything here is it's a 4-step process. You can totally do it yourself. And we're going to show you how.